Message from Mathew Ward. Earth on target for 5D timeline. Channeled by Suzanne Ward. With loving greetings from all souls at this station, this is Mathew. Rising vibrations are ushering in the winds of change as more and more souls are awakening. The numbers of lightworkers keep increasing, and world transformation is solidly moving forward. This monumental undertaking that began 80-some years ago, with a massive influx of light from highly evolved civilizations and the first wave of volunteers, wasn't noticeable back then. Now it is undeniable that dynamic changes are afoot around the world. It is not only people who are benefiting from the high frequencies that are downloading DNA coding. This also is happening throughout the animal, plant, and mineral kingdoms. And the speed of Earth's journey to her destination in high fifth density is unprecedented in this universe. Third density civilizations that declined the assistance that Gaia requested spent thousands and thousands of years accomplishing what Earth's civilization will achieve in only a century and a quarter. Beloved brothers and sisters, your contribution to this unique triumph is immeasurable. Everything in your world is in accelerated motion, and this stepped-up pace is intensifying individuals' best and worst characteristics. The latter is the reason polarization, radical ideologies, violent upheavals, and random killings still are plaguing the society. Volunteers' inner strength and confidence is sending light far and wide to diminish those happenings and help the dawn of Earth's golden age draw nearer on the horizon. We have been asked about Charlie Kirk, an extremely popular young American often referred to as a political activist. We see him more so as a spiritual and philosophical activist who represented the conservative values of his generation and others who share them. He did not choose to leave the way he did, but he will be remembered as a martyr, and the movement he built will be life-changing for millions in his country and far beyond its borders. Charlie was lovingly greeted in Nirvana's top level, and his legacy will endure as a shining chapter in Earth's history. When truths come forth, perhaps they will include that nothing else about this situation was as it seemed. I was wondering about like attracts like. Could Mathew comment on that? And could as within, so without mean it is the darkness within us that creates the darkness that is outside of us? Are our traumas doing this? We thank the reader for this opportunity to connect the dots of how you shape your life and contribute to what goes on in your world. Like attracts like, a common expression for the universal law of attraction, is the process whereby you co-create the circumstances and conditions in your life. Energy is neutral and has no reasoning ability, but its streamers have attachments with directions that are given by your thoughts and feelings. Those that are positive in nature produce high vibrations, and those that are negative produce low. All vibrations you emanate shoot up into the universal soup, so to say. Search for what most closely matches your directions and, like a boomerang, bring the match up to you. That is why we have urged you to think about what you want, not what you don't want. Also, on a personal basis, like attracts likes can explain why you are attracted to some individuals you meet and not to others. Attitude, topics of conversation, and appearance are overt aspects of first impressions, but the person's vibrations are the underlying reason for your interest or disinterest in further acquaintance. That same principle applies to your reaction when you enter stores, classrooms, entertainment venues, offices. Everything and everyone everywhere emits vibrations, and everyone reacts in accordance with their own vibrational level. On a planetary scale, the energy of the thoughts and feelings of the entire population forms the collective consciousness, and that is what produces everything in your world. Collective consciousness partner, Earth's energy field of potential, reflects the totality of energetic activity on the planet. Thus, as below, so above. Your actions and behavior that form the relationships and experiences of your physical lifetime, which are without, originate in your thoughts, feelings, aspirations, and conscience within. And because everything in existence in this universe results from the directions given energy streamers, as within so without, is intimately related to like attracts like. As you manifest the multidimensional aspects of your life, the energy put forth connects with like, and the sum of all souls' energy is your world. Eventually, the collective energy will flow smoothly and consistently in a high vibratory frequency. Life in Earth's golden age. But in this moment, the view from our vantage point is akin to fireworks perpetually shooting up to the heavens from land and sea around the globe. People do not automatically have darkness within, and traumas do not automatically cause or result from that state of being. The essence of all souls is the purity of Creator's love-light energy. It is individuals' free will choices that can introduce darkness. Intention is the key. A person's intention is attached to an energy streamer that flows alongside the action-attached streamer, and the two streamers are registered separately in the soul's Akashic record. When an action causes harm the individual did not intend, no darkness is incurred. Individuals who intentionally cause harm are motivated by darkness within to act accordingly without. Those individuals incur a karmic lesson that must be balanced by experiencing in a subsequent physical lifetime the same sort of harm they willfully caused. Often, karma is considered a reward for goodness, a punishment for harming, and that is incorrect. Karma, which also is a relative of the law of attraction, the kind of energy one sends forth, one gets in return, is a form of divine grace that enables souls to achieve the balance needed to advance in spiritual and conscious awareness. This state of well-being starts with God, who designed this universe in the expansion-contraction mode that enables all astral bodies to maintain balance. Sol is the principal balancer in your solar system. Gaia has her own balancing act that protects the equilibrium of all her residents, and, as microcosms of Earth, all souls there strive to attain, maintain, or regain balance during physical experiencing. In this universe, soul evolution and celestial orbiting require balance. In short, Creator's gift of free will lets you choose what to do, then universal laws take over. Are we still on target to reach fifth density in about 35 or 40 years like Arnold's people think? Could the continuing prevalence of violence, deceit, and cruelty lengthen that timeline? Earth is on target to reach fifth density in that time frame, and this is set in stone, in a manner of speaking. It is individuals' ascension to 5D that cannot be firmly tucked into that timeline or any other, and this goes back to free will choices. Intuitively, Earth's peoples know if they are mastering chosen lessons in the soul contract or are floundering. That is, they know if they are accomplishing what they set out to do or are faltering, and if the latter, they know whether they have lost interest, lack perseverance, or the task is greatly more difficult than anticipated when they chose it. Regardless of the cause, spirit guides, angelic realms, and beings in the same soul cluster are at the ready to assist if requested via prayer, or simply the thought, I need help, or I don't want to fail. Contract provisions take precedence over everything else except free will choices. When souls decide they are not ready to experience what they need for balance and thereby evolve, divine grace offers as many opportunities as needed. Mathew, will you channel messages to someone else when your mother can't do it any longer? I hope so. I am speaking for myself now. That email and numerous others were written when my mother was recovering from a heart attack 2 years ago. Considering that event, and her age, she was 90 then, that is a natural question. A few other readers also asked if I have chosen a new channel, and one person asked if my brothers or sister will take over. Another wrote, please train someone now so there won't be a lapse in the messages. One reader suggested that I train several people so they could take turns, and 3 telepathic communicators offered their services. In thanking those thoughtful souls for their interest, my mother told them what she and I talked about long ago. When she no longer can receive transmissions, the messages will stop. We want you to know why. As Archangel Michael's first personage in this universe, I resided in a beautiful water world at the far side of the Milky Way galaxy. It was during my first physical experiencing that I co-created the soul, who in this lifetime is my mother. Eternally, we are side-by-side harmonic tones on a limitless bandwidth. After living in that magical world for who knows how long, there was no linear time and no illness or death. We wanted to see what else might exist, and as free spirits, we explored until we met a highly evolved humanoid civilization and were invited to join them. We fashioned bodies like theirs, but in the many thousands of other shared lifetimes in every role except mortal enemies, our love bond is too strong for that kind of experience to become manifest. We have lived in civilizations all over this universe and in forms you wouldn't recognize as bodies. A number of times we served in the same kind of information mission God requested of us this time around. In the continuum, the past, present, and future are now. So it can be rightfully said that always one of us is transmitting and the other is receiving information to enlighten, encourage, and offer guidance to people in a 3D world that is evolving just as Earth is. Regardless of how far apart we are geographically, we communicate with crystal clarity. For all those reasons and some that occurred during my mother's current lifetime, when she no longer can receive my transmissions, my sister will send a note to the distributor of our messages. The dear friend who will take over Bookshop will continue to fill orders for print editions. Amazon will continue to fill orders for ebooks, and all messages from 2003 to the final one will remain in the All Messages section of MathewBooks.com. Now, dear family, on behalf of all souls at this station, I say you are unconditionally loved, honored, and supported by all light beings in this universe, and I bid you farewell for a while. Love and peace, Suzanne Ward.